Hey guys, so I'm doing some work here on some of my art, but I told you guys I would give you some of my history. So when I was younger, right from a kid, I was brought up in parties, lots of them. One of the only things that I do remember, I remember a few things. One of my youngest things that I remember was chaos and a TV falling and squishing a hamster. The place I was brought up, I was multiple families doing the same thing. And as I grew up, it didn't really stop. There was still more drinking, new families, stuff like that. I stayed close with my old family and stuff like that for a while, but it wasn't the relationship, obviously, that I needed as looking for a dad. I needed my dad. My dad wasn't around. So, again, I don't really know how to start this, but what I'm saying is there's been addiction and drinking and all that stuff in my life for a very long time. Since I was a little guy. Little me, you know? And when I grew up, to about, I think it was 11, things really started turning different for me. I really was having struggles. My ADHD wasn't in control. I was kind of chaotic. My home life wasn't good either, obviously. And again, I've already spoke to my mom about all this stuff. She knows I'm talking about it, so we're good. But there was abuse and drinking, and her people weren't usually all that friendly at all. But so I moved in with my grandparents, and my eyes were already starting to go, but I didn't know about it yet. Well, I did, sorry. I went and got it tested. They gave me glasses. They didn't work. We left it at that. They didn't work. I didn't do any more with it. My grandparents were awesome. They raised me really well, but I was already damaged. I did a lot. I stole. I did a lot. I had parties. There's a lot more that I did. My grandma doesn't know all of it. For her sake, I will leave some of it out. And then, so I started, trying to find, I guess my kind of people, right? My grandparents were well organized, well taken care of themselves. Basically, whatever I had, I needed from them. They were phenomenal. Honestly, I'm about to go sit at my grandmother's sometime and pick her mind about life and see what things that we as citizens and people should know. She lived through a lot. She's 83, so and I know there's so much more I need to get into, right? But I just want to say also, like, they did a good job for what I was. And at a certain age, it just got to be that point where I stole just way too much, and I understood. I was so I used to take $5, a few fives from his money clip, because he would keep his big bills on the outside, little bills on the inside. And I was doing that for a long time. I used to gamble on my bus, odds and evens with coins and stuff like that. Sometimes I would come home with tons of cash, but this particular day, my grandfather decided to switch the money from the 5s to hundreds in the middle. And I took like $400 or $500. You can't not notice that, right? And they followed me all the way to my school. I was up about 700, I think I had about that, so I was up a couple $100, and they took it all, obviously, well deserved. And then kicked my ass out. But before that, I was so messed up. I even tried to move in with a friend of mine's family. I was dating his daughter, thinking that, yep, that's the way life is going to be. I need to just, I need to be with this family. And I tried to move in with my real dad at the time, too, right around 12. And I watched, sorry, this is going to be graphic. I was coming home from school, and in my hometown, as I was getting ready to cross one of our main roads, there's a cement truck and this old lady with a walker, and he did not see her. It sticks with me, obviously. You try and block a lot of things out. I cannot block out. You would expect the most humane way to, and the only option for them was shovel into bag into. Yeah, it was. I don't know where I stayed and watched the whole thing. Basically, my dad's place was like right there. We lived in a basement, right in an alley off the main road. So it was. I couldn't get away from that. I crossed that road every day to go to school, so it was like, yeah. But that's something, some more trauma. If I kept going, man, the trauma in my life is crazy. The accidents, the golf club, this shit I've died, like, it's a lot. So I want to keep telling you guys a lot of it, but I don't want to make these videos too long. I'm not sure any of you guys want to keep staying for this much, but my jumping around is probably a little fun and wacky, but so where am I? I'm like 12, right? I went back to 12, sorry. And now I'm at about 16. So now I don't live there anymore. I'm now really into the street life. And we'll leave it there for now, okay? Maybe I'll jot down and do it a little cleaner next time. You guys let me know. Thanks. Love you. Peace. Respect. Stay healthy. Stay safe.